going today? It's Brad at AftermarketTractorParts.com. We've got John Deere 4020. Common problem is the shifting assembly, it gets loose. Real easy fix. So we'll go through a few things that you got to do to get it apart. So we have ours apart already, which it was kind of a pain in the butt here this time. But so this shaft here, you'll see this end, okay? Be a little snap ring on there. A couple shim washers. Take snap ring off and the shim washers off, but on the other side is a nut and lock washer. You gotta come up through the bottom to get to it. Kind of a pain in the butt. But once you get that out, you pull that shaft out. So when we're looking for wear on these, you gotta look at the shaft a little bit. This one's kind of boogered up. It ain't great, but we're probably gonna reuse it. I don't think it's horrible. So before you take it all apart, make sure you line these up so you can get to your pins, okay? So it's easy for disassembly. But you can take these out. So inside these is some bushings. And inside each one is a washer that gets worn. These can get worn, but these look pretty good on this machine. So we're gonna leave them be. Those are your quadrants. The biggest problem here is this piece. There's 2 roll pins that go through here. So you can buy this piece for about $20. Get you a new one of them. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know, look it up, you'll see it. But replace that, replace 2 roll pins. So on this, it shows wear, okay? The shifter's all worn. I always just weld them and grind them back down. So do that, check this other quadrant. A couple more washers on the inside of there. On the back side of it, there's a washer, which comes apart when you pull the whole shaft out, okay? And you got this keeper in here. This one shows it's a little sloppy, so we might replace that pin. It just depends on how much work you want to do to it. You can get away with leaving that if you want. It'll make a big difference. I always put 2 new pins in here. The other shifters here. I always put a couple new pins in there because that helps. And normally for about 50 bucks, you can rebuild it. So if you just fix your shifter, put a new one of these in, and replace these washers, you'll be fine. When you go back together, tighten that back nut up. And then on the outside, before you put the snap ring on, you'll have to put on a couple of washers. You can put 2 or 3 on, all depends. You try to get it as tight as you can. You always take one out. So we'll put it together and maybe we'll make another video and I'll show you together, but for now, that's what you need to know.